Good morning. How is everybody doing today? I figured I'd catch up with you guys and sorry there's a few gnats out here. I did not put on my bug repellent, but I do have two different sources for that. I didn't when I first got out here. I didn't think it was that bad, and now I'm gonna look like a fool. But here we are, committed, fighting off the West Nile virus, all the mosquitoes, what have you. But just want to catch up with you guys. I really haven't done something like this outdoors in a while, and it's a beautiful day. I just kind of want to share with you guys. Uh, my little phone is not real close, so I I'd probably have to get up and read them occasionally. I'll try and do that, but there's a lot of people who drive by with their music. Hopefully, that does not affect the quality, the copyright. But anyway, so some good things are happening, some not so good things are happening, but um, tell you a little bit about my van. I guess it's reaching that stage in life where it's going to need a lot of maintenance, upkeep that requires that. But a couple weeks ago, I have the two cargo doors on the rear of the van, and the left door was no longer opening. But when I opened up the right door, then there was a lever there. I noticed there was a cable that was loose, so I could pull the lever, lift the cable, and I could get my both doors to open properly. Well, I kid you not, like a week later, which is been about a week ago or less than a week ago, I was so mad because now my right door has the exact same problem. With the key and everything, it will not open up. So I have to go inside, crawl over all the obstacles I have, and then open it from the inside. I've looked at some YouTube videos. It's not supposed to be extremely hard, but every dollar matters right now, and it's frustrating. Then for a long time, for years, I've had a very sloppy gear shifter. My vehicle's a 2011 E150 cargo van, and yesterday it got really loose. I was freaking out because I literally thought it was going to fall off. Uh, I texted my mechanic. I was able to talk to him briefly on the phone. I have two mechanics in this area that I trust, and the one guy said he'd get back to me, give me some advice. So he gave me some advice. I understood what he was talking about. I watched some YouTube videos, but the two, I think they're called torque screws that help tighten up the shifter. I couldn't find them. It's so tight underneath. You're supposed to follow the brake pedal up, and then there's supposed to be a cable. Then you'll see two torque screws. And there's a lot of general videos on different vehicles, but in a van, it's really tight, and it's very hard to maneuver when you're not limber anymore. So I'm really concerned about that because that would totally disable me, and that would affect all aspects of my life. But let me see. Let me see. What else do I have to share? Talked to my mom recently. She's still the same. She some days she'll call me multiple times. Then sometimes I won't hear from her for a while. She always has the habit of calling me when I'm at work when I'm not supposed to take phone calls. But hold on a second. So she always asks me, "Where are you now?" She must think I'm a world traveler. I don't know. Every time I tell her Pensacola, she she doesn't get it. But anyway, I want to show you something really cool. I am sporting my Multi Hunter 24/7 T-shirt. Was gifted to me by Nick Conway and his family. His daughter created this logo. Really cool. a while back. Nick Conway sent me this hat. He works with this company or uh, buys the products through his company, PPG. And later today, I'll be using the Zest that he also sent me in a recent care package. And so I'm going to just tell you a general couple things going on. Uh, I received this flag. Hopefully you can see it okay. I received this flag on Memorial Day when I did some videos down at the Memorial Day tribute here in Sarasota County. I want to remind you tomorrow is Flag Day. Please try and represent, honor, try and understand the meaning of Flag Day. It's really cool. There's a lot of different ways people share and believe in that. So I'm going to kind of tell you, let's see, I'll just tell you some general chit chat about my channel. As of this morning, I'm at 906 subscribers. Watch hours is like 1760. Doing really well on a lot of different shorts and different videos on the daily analytics. So that's kind of cool. Still far ways away on my watch hours. I'm getting really close to the subscriber count, but I have a good opportunity at work that I want to tell you about. I can't go into too much detail, but the store manager approached me about a promotion, an opportunity that I desperately need. We talked about some compensation. He needs to run it by the owner, but there's a really good chance I could be promoted, and it could help me significantly going forward. If it goes into effect, probably will not affect my first paycheck for probably a couple weeks. If we agree on everything, we're all on the same page. I'm pretty much I want to stick my foot in the ground, and I know my value. And to say it's a better opportunity than what I'm currently doing, how I'm serving that company. So kind of excited about that. Let me see what else is happening. Close to being able to collect Social Security. That's a little ways out. A couple other things going on that really concern me financially. So I got to try and figure out some different things. I thank Jason Johnson for taking the time to try and educate me a little bit better about YouTube. I know he was a little bit rushed. I was a little bit rushed. I've already implemented a couple of the things trying to make my channel perform a little bit better. And pretty much I just tried to set up here in case there would be some really cool water vessels passing by. Don't see a whole lot today, but they're out here. They come out here. One thing I did see that was kind of weird was the FWC biologists. This is where they release tag striped bass, the hybrid bass. And I recognized the skiff boat that they utilize, and I recognized the operator of the vessel. There was two people on board, they're like civilians. They're marine biologists. And they literally launched the skiff, parked, then they parked it, and then just literally were not even in the water for 2 minutes, and then they put it back on the trailer and took off. So I don't know if they were just checking the general conditions due to all the storms. Maybe they're planning a tagged fish release soon, perhaps tomorrow. Uh, Never know when that's going to happen. I did try and reach out to that hatchery. They never got back to me. So I'll be persistent. That's kind of my calling card. I can't read the comments. Let me get up real quick. I'm probably going to miss somebody. Trying to see AAP. Let me see. Hopefully I don't disconnect anybody here. Looked like there was AAP Homestead. I think that says Cheesehead Media. But yeah, so those are some general happenings. Just had a thought on my mind before I read those comments, and it kind of escaped me. Oh well, I guess it's gone just like that. But yeah, so getting back to the hatchery, I really want to get down there and do a video on that. I've read that they do public tours a lot of times for educational purposes, like classes and kids events. They just haven't gotten back to me, or if they did, they didn't leave a message. Sometimes my phone is off, but people have to really leave me a message for me to be able to communicate with them. Um, so another thing I did do, I've been trying to do a lot of veteran-related stuff. These little gnats are just driving me crazy. I should be smoking a cigar. That would keep them away. Cigars are so daggone expensive. I checked into that before my last camping trip. Like the cheapest cigar I could find was like $7. I haven't smoked a cigar in a long time, but I remember that being like $2.50 or so. But I guess those days are gone. But I also try to reach out to the Daughters of the American Revolution. Those are the people that sponsored the veteran tribute banners at the Santa Rosa Veteran Memorial Park or whatever that's called down there. Beautiful tribute. Beautiful tribute. Took a little while. Someone did reply to me by email, and basically, I just told them I have a YouTube channel. I'd like to talk to them about it. They declined to do any type of broadcast, whether it's live or recorded. So that's probably not going to happen. They said I could ask some questions. That's such an important thing and honorable thing they do. I don't want to slight it. So I am giving them mention today. Daughters of American Revolution does help Milton, Florida, with those sponsored banners of each veteran. I don't have an exact count yet, but they sounded very dismissive. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a fishing boat on the other side, kicking it up a little bit, but a little disappointed they weren't more supportive. But that's that. Memorial Day is coming up soon. That is on a Thursday. Just kind of wanted to share. There is a pontoon boat coming up here shortly, so maybe I'll just see who else has popped in, and maybe you guys can see a decent pontoon boat. Those can be very. Hey, Melinda, how you doing? Cheesehead. Tree, what's up? So yeah, so just chilling out. Here comes another vessel. They have crossed into the. This is not a no wake zone or a minimum wake zone, but they're kind of close. If there's other vessels out there, it's good etiquette to taper down, especially the guy down at the end. Every day he's out there operating these remote controlled sailboats that are pretty big. The one he's been using lately is about 7 feet tall. Here comes the pontoon boat. You'll see it in the picture here shortly. A lot of people really, really enjoy the waters here. Been a lot of presence from the FWC and the sheriff's office on the water lately. They try and keep everybody safe and in compliance with all the laws. With that being said, I just remembered one thing. I'm glad for some reason it popped into my head when I mentioned FWC. That's the Florida Wildlife Commission. They're basically like the game wardens for hunting and fishing regulations. July 1st, there is going to be new regulations in place in the state of Florida for compliance. I believe the old days for the freshwater regulations, they used to update those annually. But now I believe that the saltwater and freshwater regulations are updated every 6 months, and that will be July 1st. So if you plan on going fishing, anything like that, it's good to know that. I shared a video a while back. There are free fishing days in Florida. Some were last weekend, and there's something coming up this weekend. Don't quote me. It could be Saturday and Sunday, or just one of the days, but basically it has to do with Father's Day. One of the options has free, no license required, so that's good to know. With that, folks, I'm going to get back to the comfort of the van, the air conditioning. Just wanted to say hi and remind you tomorrow's Flag Day. Try and do your research, educate your kids. Like Mr. Lawpay said, with Reach Across America from Bear, Delaware Cemetery, anything with the kids, try and remember, honor, and teach. So those are very good words. I'm going to tap out. Thank everybody for popping in just for a brief chit chat. Hopefully I can tell you what happens with the job. If everything works out, it's an opportunity, right? That's all we're looking for. Good opportunities, better opportunities. And I thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, folks, wear your bug spray because you're going to look like you're tweaking. Now, in all seriousness, nature can soothe your soul. Get out there and know your legal limits, too. Thank you. Appreciate you guys.